colour on your hook and a slip knot, starting in a new corner, doing our usual corners being double crochet clusters, 3 double crochet together clusters, chaining 4 and 1 more cluster, pull through all the stitches, chain 2, skipping the cluster below, doing 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space. Now double crocheting all along until we get to our little feature. Okay, we have double crocheted all the way up to this little feature, stopping before the front post double crochet that we did below. Now this time we're going to do a back post double crochet around this one below. So yarning over, popping your hook under, coming out to the front, going over top of the stitch, pulling up a loop, pull that loop through, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches. Okay, that's your back post double crochet. Now we're going to do a back post half double crochet. Yarning over, popping your hook underneath, over top of the stitch and back through, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches on your hook, taking out this little stitch marker. Now we're going to do back post single crochets. So no yarning over, pop your hook up over the top of the stitch and out the back, pull a loop through. Now you've got 2 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's keep going with that. Hook comes up from below, goes across the top and out the back, yarn over and pull a loop through. Yarn over, pull through both stitches on your hook. Let's do another one, popping your hook up, across the front, out the back, yarn over, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches. We've got 3 more of these to do. Hook up and across, out the back, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Pop your hook up and across, out the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 more, hook up, across the front of the stitch and out the back, pulling your loop through, yarn over, pull through 2. Next one we're going to do a back post half double crochet. Yarn over, popping your hook up, across the front of the stitch and out the back, pulling a loop through, yarn over, pull through all the stitches on your hook. Now this one we're going to do a back post double crochet. Yarn over, hook comes up and lays across the front of the stitch, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there we're done for the back posting. Now we're going to get back onto the normal double crochet, starting in this first stitch here. Going to double crochet our way to the corner, do our corner, double crochet along until we reach our next little feature. Let me do 1 more of these little features with you. We double crochet right up to the edge of it, take that stitch marker out, and now we're going to do a back post double crochet around this front post double crochet. Yarn over, bring your hook up from behind across the front and back out to the behind again, pulling that loop through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now for a back post half double crochet. Yarn over, hook up from behind across the front and out the back again, yarn over, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through all the loops on your hook. Now back post single crochets. No yarning over. Bring your hook up from behind, across the front and out the back again. Yarn over, pulling that loop through. Yarn over, pull through 2. And again, hook up, across and out, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do 5 more back post single crochets. Hook up, across and out, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. One more. Now we're going to do the back post half double crochet. Yarn over, hook up, across and out, yarn over, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through all the loops on your hook, and finally a back post double crochet. Yarn over, hook up, across and out, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now double crochet to the end of your round and either do your invisible finish or your slip stitching across to the center, all depending on whether you're going to change colors or not for the next round. And pop your stitch marker in the center of the stitches. So we need to go in between the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in between the 2. Okay, I'm going to see you for the next round really soon. Round number 6. New color, slip knot on your hook, same corner as we've been doing for the last 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Another cluster. Pull through all stitches, 2 chains. 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space and double crochet your way towards our special little feature, and we'll meet up there. After working your double crochets up to the very last double crochet here of the round below, we're going to do something a little bit different. Take that stitch marker out, do a half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all stitches. Now one more time here. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches. Chaining 1. Now skipping 1 and 2 single crochets. Do a single crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip 1 single crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip 2 single crochets, and now we're going to do half double crochet to the next and 1 more half double crochet. Now we're going to work along again with our double crochets. This is how we're looking. Let's do one more little feature together again. You can take out that stitch marker. We're going to do 2 half double crochets, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches. And again, yarn over, hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches and do a single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch and do a single crochet. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches and do 2 half double crochets. Then you're back to working your double crochets all the way around. I'm going to leave you here to do the corners by yourself because I think you would know them by now, well and truly. And I'm going to meet you back up at the end. At the end of round number 6, I'm not finishing off because I'm going to use this colour to do a round of single crochet next. But before we do that, I think it's a good idea that we now check our stitch count again. because the single crochet round would be a great time to rectify any stitch count errors. So what I'm going to do is count. I'm not going to worry about the corner or that space. I'm going to count the double crochets along here. Don't worry about the half double crochets, the chain and the single crochets. Just count up all your double crochets. Okay, so count them and check the two long sides against each other and check the two short sides against each other and see how we're traveling from there. Let me show you what stitch counts I got. It's kind of interesting actually. 30, 43, 48, 49, 42, 30, 43, 48 and 49. Now as I was counting this, I could tell that this little feature area was causing a slight discrepancy. It was kind of pushed off to one side just by one stitch. So I'm not going to increase my stitches to match these up as yet, because I feel as we go over these little feature areas with our single crochet round, we're going to rectify this problem. So we'll leave it until a little bit later on. But good job done. Look what we've learnt. So grab your work and we're going to slip stitch under the top of that first cluster, yarn over, pull through and pull through the loop on my hook. Now I'm going to put my hook into the corner chain 4 space and I'm going to do 1, 2 single crochets, chain 1 and 2 single crochets. Now I'm going to work 1 single crochet into the top of this cluster. The little space is like the hidden stitch. It's actually on the top right area of the cluster. Now we're going to do 2 single crochets into that chain 2 space. Now we're going to do a single crochet into the top of every single double crochet. I've worked single crochets into the top of each double crochet and now I'm at the little feature area. So we're going to single crochet into the top of that one, single crochet into the top of the next. We're going to just do 1 single crochet into that chain space and then 1 single crochet into the top of the single crochet. Now when I'm saying the top, you'll look at your stitch and think that's not in the top. It's off to the right hand side, and it is. So make a single crochet in that little space. Now we'll do 1 in the chain space and 1 more in that single crochet, which is on the top right side. 1 more in that chain. And now with our half double crochet, we actually have to search out for the little space. The stitch looks like there's no space there, but it is actually just hiding a little. Okay, you've got the V on the top and there's 1 little stitch hiding underneath. You want to go in between those. All right, pop your hook in there and do a single crochet. Now the next one is really easy to see, so do a single crochet in there and then head off doing single crochets into all your double crochets again. Now we're up to our little feature area again, and you can feel and see how it's changed from the double crochet down to the half. So we'll do a single crochet to the top of that half double crochet and again single crochet in that chain 1, single crochet in that single crochet, single crochet in that chain 1, single crochet into the single crochet, single crochet into that chain 1, And now searching for that little space, single crochet into that half double crochet and into the next half double crochet. And then you're on your way over top of the double crochets, and then I'll meet you at the next corner space. I'm up to my corner. I've done single crochets over top of these 2 double crochets here. Now we're doing 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space. We're doing a single crochet into the top of this cluster, but again the space is off to the top right. Okay, single crochet there. Now we're going to do 2 single crochets in the corner, chain 1 and 2 more single crochets. Then you'll see the next cluster with its little triangle space here on the top right side. Single crochet into that. Single crochet 2 times into this chain 2 space. And now working back into the double crochets. I'm at the end of the single crochet round, and I'll just show you something. We actually started the single crochets in the chain 4 corner space. So coming up to the end of the round, we did single crochets in the top of all the double crochets, 2 single crochets into that chain 2 space. So now we need to do 1 single crochet into the top of the cluster. That way our stitch count is going to be absolutely spot on. I have actually counted them all up, and lo and behold, they're correct. Look at this. I'm so happy. So now that we've gone over our little feature areas, these are our new stitch counts. 143 on each long side and 116 on the short side. Remembering that that is my blanket. Your blanket might be different if you started with a different chain length in the very beginning. But if you can get yours nice and close, that's doing really well too. And if it's just 1 out, well, you can add 1 single crochet to one of the corners on the other side, on the side that has less. So say you've got 143 on one side and 142 on the other. All you would do is add an extra single crochet into one of your corners. So that adds 1 more stitch to make 143. Okay, I do have a video about this. It's about 2 videos back now. It shows you what to do when you have an uneven stitch count. Righto, let's get ready now for the framing section. Pop your yarn on your hook with a slip knot and then change the corner compared to the one that you just finished on. Picking up your work, we're going to do back post half double crochets. So we'll start in this corner, chain 1. Where are we here? 1, 2, there we are. Yarning over, pop your hook into that little space, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through all loops on your hook and tighten that little slip knot. Chain 1 and pop another half double crochet into that corner. Now we're going to yarn over and work our hook coming up from the back, across the front of the stitch and popping out the back again. Yarning over and pulling a loop through. Yarn over, pull through all the stitches on your hook. That's your back post half double crochet. Yarn over, hook comes up from the back, over the top of the stitch and out through the back again. Yarn over and pull a stitch through. Yarn over, pull it through all the stitches on your hook. Yarn over, hook up and across and out. Yarn over, pull a loop through. Yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. Yarn over, hook up, across and out. Pull your loop through. Yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. And you have got your back post half double crochets. Head on around and do this around every single crochet, and then we'll do 2 more rounds of it, and then section 5 will be complete. You're doing really well, you guys, really well indeed. I've thrown a few curveballs at you. This has turned out to be something I wasn't expecting. I thought I might just, do a few different stitches, but things just came to me, so I ran with them. And you have hung in there and you're crocheting it all. I say, well done. All right, I'm going to head off now and I'll be back with you again at the end of this round. Here we are at the end of framing round number 1. Another invisible finish before I move on. A new colour on my hook with a slip knot and a new corner. Yarn over, working into that chain 1 corner space with a half double crochet. Tighten that little slip knot, chain 1, another half double crochet, and now we're into our back post half double crochets. Let's now finish off round 2 of the bordering section. Doing your invisible finish if you are changing colours, and if you're not changing colours, you'll slip stitch into the top of that half double crochet and into the chain 1 space. There we go. New colour on your hook with a slip knot. New corner, starting with a half double crochet, chain 1, cinch that little slip knot in and do another half double crochet, yarning over and getting into our back post half double crochets. This is the final round for this section number 5, and I'm really happy with it too. This blanket has a name. A name has now been chosen, but I'll talk to you all about that soon. I think you'll really like it. All right, work your way around. I'll see you back here at the end. And now to finish off the very last round of the framing section. So that is the end of segment number 5. And I think it's looking pretty good too. I'm really happy with how this blanket is evolving. Again, it's not what I thought it would be, and I already have in mind a second one to do, and it will be completely different. It won't be in this elegant tone. It'll be more of a rustic nature, more warm feel, more sort of country vibes. And go back round here for number 3. And we are done. Today, I'll lay this blanket out, step back and take a look and see what it needs next. I think it'll need something a little bit fancy next because this round was nice and plain and simple. So I will see you then for section number 6. Bye for now.